I welcome you all to this class. Today we are going to start with kinds of sentences. In the previous class we have studied the sentence. What is a sentence? That is a group of words when we combine them together which makes a complete sense and expresses a thought is called a sentence. Now children, we know that we use sentences while writing, while reading, right, while listening. But when we are writing these sentences, we have to be very particular about choice of words, placement of words, choice of punctuation marks, so that it becomes easy for the reader to understand whether I am expressing my thoughts, whether I am asking something, or whether I am ordering something. There are generally 4 types of sentences, but in this class we are going to discuss only 3. Number 1 is statement sentences, the other one is question, and the third one is command or request. Now my statement sentences are also called as assertive or declarative. These ends with a full stop. My question sentences are also called as interrogative and it ends with a question mark, whereas my command sentences are also called as imperative and it ends with a full stop or sometimes with an exclamation mark, wherein while I'm saying something and expression of thoughts has to put lot of express on my expressions. For example, go away, right? So these kind of sentences. Now let's understand each type of sentences one by one. The very first one is assertive or statement sentences. These sentences are used to declare something or to give a fact. That means when we seek information or some sentences which guide me or provide me with certain specific information are called as statement sentences. These sentences starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Let us understand it with certain examples. The first one is the sun rises in the east. So that means it is a fact which happens every time. Yes. So the sun rises in the east comes under statement sentence. Next is I play cricket every day. That means here I am declaring something that I do this activity every day. So it is again a statement sentence. We have made arrangements for the birthday party. It is again I am declaring something that yes, arrangements for the birthday party is done. So it is again a statement sentence. Next is he cannot run fast. That means I am informing, I am declaring it that the boy cannot run very fast. Going forward, we'll be understanding that these statement sentences are further divided into 2. One is affirmative, that is positive, and one is going to be negative, that is affirmative and negative. Now what are affirmative sentences? Wherein I am just seeking information or a fact is being told to me or something is being declared. But what are negative sentences? Wherein the word not comes. That means dislike or disagreement to something comes. Those becomes my negative sentences. Now let's come on to the second type and understand. Second is interrogative or question sentences. That means these sentences are used to seek some information. That means I am asking some information. Here I am not telling, rather I am asking to get information. Now these sentences normally are of 2 types. One is WH sentences, question sentences, or the other sentences are wherein I am seeking an answer in yes or no. That means answer to these type of sentences will either be yes or no, and answer to these type of sentences will be in the form of information. That means what? So information. Where? That means I'm asking about place. Who? That means I'm asking about a person, and so on. Let's see it with certain example. What is your name? That means I am asking for an information. So sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Right? So this comes under WH, interrogative or question sentences. The other one is, are you happy? I am asking that whether you are happy or not. So answer would either be yes or no. Right? Can he help me? That means again I am asking for whether you will be helping me or not. That means yes or no. Where is my pen? I am seeking for an information about the location of my pen. So all these sentences begin with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Now let's come on to the third sentence, that is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are also command